The whole college application process, it feels like this chaotic, high-stakes game, and nobody gives you the rule book, right? But what if there was one? What if we could use AI to sift through data from thousands of successful students and basically steal their secret playbook? Well, that's what we're going to do. Let's dive in and uncover this brand new, data-driven way to win. And this right here, this is the core insight from all that analysis, and honestly, it changes everything. It's not about being the smartest kid in the room or having the most raw talent. It's about being the most strategic. This one simple idea is the key to unlocking your potential, and we're about to break down exactly how it works. Okay, so first things first, we've got to understand the problem. And for the vast majority of students, the application process isn't a process at all. It's an absolute crisis. The data shows this widespread pattern of procrastination and stress that's just actively working against them. Get this, a staggering 73% of students don't even start their main essays until October of senior year. I mean, at that point, you're already buried in schoolwork, and the data is crystal clear. This is just way, way too late to produce your best stuff. You're basically showing up to a marathon when the winners are already hitting the final mile. And if you think that's bad, it gets worse. A massive 89% of students underestimate how much time this all takes. And not by a little bit. We're talking by 3 to 5 times. Just imagine planning for a 1-hour drive that really takes 5 hours. That's the kind of miscalculation we're seeing, and it leads straight to pure panic. And what does all that panic lead to? Well, this. Two-thirds of all students submit their applications in the final frantic 48 hours before the deadline. Come on, that's not a strategy, that's just survival mode. It's a recipe for typos, rushed essays, and just an incredible amount of stress you really don't need. So here's the real kicker. While almost everyone is caught in this cycle of chaos, there's this small, elite group, just 11%, who are doing things completely differently. They have a plan, they're on a clear timeline, and guess what? They're the ones consistently getting into their top choice schools. So let's learn their secrets. All right, so how are they pulling this off? The very first secret, which the AI uncovered by analyzing thousands of successful timelines, is something we're calling the 18-month success window. It's a totally structured timeline that flips the odds in your favor by getting you to start early and work smart. So this is the whole roadmap to success laid out. And the key isn't just starting early, it's about the strategic sequencing. Notice how the heaviest creative work, that all-important essay development, is scheduled for the summer, before the academic pressure of senior year even starts. That's the masterstroke. It breaks the whole thing down into manageable chunks and prevents that last-minute panic that plagues everybody else. And check out this chart. It shows the rhythm of that work perfectly. You can see the big push for essays is in August and September, long before school gets overwhelming. Then the peak for actually putting the applications together hits in November, leaving all of December as this nice, calm buffer zone. This isn't desperation. It's a deliberate, strategic allocation of your effort. And the payoff for all this? It's huge. Following this optimized timeline isn't just about feeling less stressed out. The data shows it can boost your admission rates by an insane 340%. That's not just a small edge, it's a complete game changer. Okay, let's get into the second secret. And this one is a total mindset shift. The most successful applicants don't just manage their time, they strategically manage their personal energy. Seriously, think about it. We've all been there, right? Trying to force ourselves to do something creative when we're totally wiped out. That's just time management. It leads to burnout and, frankly, mediocre work. Energy management, on the other hand, is all about matching your most important tasks to when your brain is actually at its best. The result? Way higher quality work, done faster, and without the burnout. And here's what that actually looks like day to day. You use your peak energy hours, usually the morning for most people, for the really hard stuff, like writing your essay. Then you save that medium energy midday window for filling out forms, and that afternoon slump when you're feeling drained, perfect for simple administrative tasks. This one simple change is absolutely transformative. All right, secret number 3 is all about working smarter, not harder. It's about efficiency. The top applicants, they don't work in a straight line, finishing one thing before starting the next. No, they use what's called a parallel processing strategy, working on multiple tracks at the same time. Let's see how that builds. So this is what we call the 4-track system, and the real magic here is the overlap.
See, top applicants don't finish one task, then start the next. They work in parallel. For example, all that deep research you're doing into different schools on the research track, that's directly feeding and helping you refine your personal story for the essays on the story track. It's a dynamic process where each track makes the other stronger, creating a final application that is so much more coherent and anything you could build one step at a time.
And to make this super concrete, just look at this breakdown for that critical essay phase. Actually writing the first draft, that's only 40% of the work. A huge chunk of time is spent on developing your story before you even type a word, and then editing, revising, and getting feedback after. The top applicants build quality right into the process from the very start. Okay, so we've looked at the crisis and we've uncovered the core strategies. Now, let's pull it all together into a simple, actionable playbook that you can literally start using today. Think of these as your 3 secret weapons against procrastination. First, the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, just do it now. Get it off your plate. Second, Pomodoro Plus. Use intense 90-minute focus sessions for deep work like essays. And on those days when you feel totally drained, use minimum viable progress. Just commit to 15 minutes. It's enough to keep the ball rolling.
And you know, the amazing thing is, this whole system does way more than just get your applications done. It creates this powerful compound effect. With less stress, your grades actually get better. You have time for your friends and your clubs, your mental health improves. And all of that leads to even higher quality applications and more scholarship money. It's a total virtuous cycle.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. The old way, that's all about reacting to deadlines and just trying to manage your time. This new, data-driven approach is about proactively designing the outcome you want. The choice is yours. Are you just trying to survive the process, or are you ready to design your success?